Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday. So, Wednesday means it is Shift Happens episode 5. I'm on a little bit later because I have a special guest that I was like, you have to talk to us. And she's been traveling. It's been crazy. And she's like, okay, I can do it right after the update call. And I'm like, I'm in. I'm locking her in. I'm locking her in, guys. So, welcome to the show Shift Happens. This is where I get to interview people on the shift in their life, why they made the shift, how they made the shift, and what impact did that make on you and other people. So today we're talking about the shift that created massive impact. And my special guest, oh my gosh, I've got goosebumps already. This is crazy. This special guest has not only changed my life, my entire family, but she has helped change thousands of women's lives. If you're tuning in live, let me know. Hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay. Where are you tuning in from? And do you know this amazing woman that's sitting next to me? Has she changed your life? I want others to see that this is possible. A lot of you that are sitting here watching go, I know, but it's for those people. Shift can happen. Good things can happen. It's for those people. Guys, I was that person that said it's for those people. And guess what? It's not. It's not only for those people. It's for all people. And what you guys will learn tonight, that we believe that all people matter. All people. And you are welcome to sit at our table. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the amazing, wonderful founder of the company that I work with, Jen Ashby. Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining me. Do you want to say hello really quick before I start asking you some questions?
Yeah, ask me anything you want, but I'll definitely say hi. Hi, everyone. Super pumped to be here. Holly, thank you for having me on. I love the concept of the show. I think sometimes shift happens on your own choice. Sometimes it happens maybe seemingly not your choice. Like maybe you get let go or something shifts in your life. And I've seen shift happening to so many people. And all I got to say is I am in awe of the resilience that we have and all of the human spirit and what's possible for you when you embrace that shift. So I love that you're doing this show, Holly, and I'm honored to be on it with you.
Thank you. I love it. This actually happened organically because I'm like, gosh, when shift can happen. I'm like, oh, shift happens. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should interview people. And I really wanted to put out there to more people that you can change where you're at in your life if you want to. Not everybody wants to. Not everyone's ready. But what they can do is they can watch other people make changes. They can get a little more encouragement, a little more belief, and they've got people to walk alongside them to help them with that change. So I know that you guys are commenting, and I know the comments are coming a little bit later. If you have any questions, please let us know in the chat. I don't know if I see the chat. Hold on. There we go. Can we see the chat right now?
I don't see.
I don't see it. Oh, comments. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, now Jen, do you see the comments? Look at all these hearts. Okay, you're on your phone, so you may not see them. So we've got I love you, Jen. We've got all these different hearts. Can't wait to see you in Tampa. Guys, guess what? Can I tell people you're here in Tampa?
Yes. Well, you did.
It's here in Tampa. We're having an amazing event over the weekend. So if you're watching this going, dude, what are these girls doing? Why do they have so much energy? I want to know who they are. Come meet us. Come meet us. We are doing some amazing events Friday where you get to see everything that we're doing, how we're impacting people, more about our clothing, more about our company. And we are invited. So, Jen, I'm going to ask you the first question because this is super important. If you hadn't made this decision, if you hadn't stepped outside your comfort zone, we would not be having this conversation. And thousands, I don't know if you've thought of this. I'm sure you have because you're a very deep thinker. You're like not surface, you're more like, let's really change lives. Can you imagine if you wouldn't have made the shift from your corporate job to becoming an entrepreneur? So, my first question is you were in a corporate job, you worked for IBM, you had an amazing career. You decided to change that, shift into more of an entrepreneurial type job. Like, what made you make that shift? Because that's kind of scary. Actually, that's really scary. Not even kind of scary.
Yeah, it was I was a project manager, an executive project manager at IBM. I had a great job. It was great. I had a good career path there. And actually my mom was diagnosed with cancer. She was given 6 months to live, and it really made me question what I really wanted to do in life. When she was given 6 months to live, I started researching health and wellness and nutrition, and got certifications, started working with doctors, expanded my network, like just really opened up a whole different world for me. And I wasn't looking for a career change, but I decided that I needed a career change. part of it was I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I was feeling this bigger purpose. I was feeling a passion to serve and to help people. And I didn't feel that I could do it in my corporate job anymore. I remember saying to my dad, I'm quitting my job at IBM. And he was like, what are you doing? Because he worked a corporate job, retired, got the gold watch, like, like did that, right? American dream. And for myself, when I brought that to him, of course, he was like, wait, what are you doing? But at the same time, he was like, you know what? I trust you and you got to follow your heart. And he said to me, I remember him, he's like, follow your heart, do what you love. Don't worry about the money. It'll chase you if you're serving people. Like, don't chase the money. He's like, chase your heart, chase your passion, chase what you love, serve others. It'll chase you. Right. And I took that advice and I decided I want to make a difference in the lives of others. My mom lived 7 years after being diagnosed with cancer and only given 6 months. She passed away and, I lost my best friend, but I gained a lot in that process and that journey. But through that, I left my job, my corporate job, and I started my own practice doing health and wellness coaching, life coaching, mindset coaching. I mean, just through helping my mom for those years, not only the knowledge and the experience, but the certifications and the degrees and everything I learned along the way, I decided to start my own business. So that's, that I didn't stop there. I mean, that was temporary and then I found something else, but that was where my journey started. And it fulfilled me more than anything to be able to be in a position where I can really make a difference in the lives of others.
Okay, I'm already taking notes. Are you guys taking notes? Please tell me, go get a pen, go take some notes, because this woman will teach us so much just because of the experiences she's gone through. And there's so many life experiences that we can learn from. Sometimes we don't, and we experience them again. And Jen's been through a lot. She's learned a lot in her life experience, and she's made those changes, and we get to benefit from it. So thank you for coming on here. So you shifted into being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Pardon?
I said, and then I shifted again.
And then you shifted again. Tell me a little bit more about that shift again.
So then what was happening was I was like, what did I just do? And I was like, wait, I just left my comfortable, cushy, like I had a mentor on a career path job, successful, great salary for being an entrepreneur. And I'm now full. I have as many clients as I can take. I can't take any more clients. So it's successful, but I'm at my max financially. Like I can't make more money and I'm not making what I'm used to making. Right. Then I was like, I can charge more, but I'm helping people that I'm making a difference in their life. Like, I could charge more, but I felt that I was charging fairly and I wanted to keep charging that rate. Also, once I helped them and they were like, oh my gosh, I'm amazing now. Then they would not be my client anymore.
Right.
They're for others, but I was like, okay, this is like a grind, right? And I realized I didn't have any leverage. I was finding out that I couldn't make the income that I was accustomed to making. Although I was really fulfilled, I was like, I want to find a way to do more and to create more. And that's when I entered a different industry that allowed me to create leverage in my life. So,
Jen, that's huge. Okay, so I want you to put a 1 in the chat if you are an entrepreneur and you are grinding and you don't have leverage. Like, do you guys really know what that means? Like, as an entrepreneur, like we leave our full-time job. My husband and I own a bricks and mortar. I say this because we own a bricks and mortar. You leave your full-time job, you're going to be an entrepreneur. You open this business to, not have a boss and not have to work to the 9 to 5, to only freaking work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Guess what if you get sick? There's no right. What happens? So I love that you made that shift from an entrepreneur to where you are today. And then you were introduced to a gentleman named Ken Porter.
Yes. Yeah. I actually, so I entered into the network marketing industry to create leverage. I thought it was phenomenal. Someone just sat down with me and told me about it. I love the product. And I said, what is this? He said, network marketing. I said, this sounds amazing. How do I get started? I signed up. And my viewpoint was this is the most beautiful business model there is. Like, this is the law of giving and receiving. You can have leverage. You can make a difference. Like, this is amazing. Why doesn't every business do this? So quickly fell in love with the industry, joined a company, was one of the top income earners there, had a blast, had so much fun, changed so many lives, learned so much. And then something shifted in that company. I left that company and then just consulted with leaders, with companies, was a keynote speaker, started a software company. Like, I did a bunch of different things. And then I got into this kind of phase in my life where I had my consulting clients on retainer, and I was having a blast. I had more freedom. Things were good. And then my friend called me one day, Kim Challen, and she said to me, she goes, Jen, you need to meet this gentleman. His name is Ken Porter. I told him, you're the best net marketer I know, and I can't imagine you two not working together. So I need you to meet him for coffee. And I said, sure. Right. Was I open? No. Was I looking? No. Did I want to make a change? Absolutely not. Right. Not at all. I had no desire to change. Things were actually really good in my life. Like I was at the things are amazing.
Surprise!
But I am always curious. My favorite words. I always stay curious. I think that would be, not that you asked me this, but if anyone's listening and is like, give me a tip, stay curious, right? I know what I know. I know the things I don't know, but I don't know what I don't know, right? So I was like, I know I love my job. I know what I don't want to do, but I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what's going to come from this conversation with this gentleman. I don't know where it's going to go. So let me just stay curious. Anyway, went to coffee, met this gentleman, Ken Porter. We ended up talking about a business model and a company that we wanted to create by the name of Savvy. And it was not really formulated. It was just a concept, wasn't really clear yet. And we sat down with a pad that I still have to this day, wrote notes, like listed everything out. What's our model? Where do we want to go? What's our core values? Why are we doing this? What's the purpose? How are we going to market this? I mean, it was like this instant connection. And at the end of that little coffee date at Beans and Brew, we were like, that's it. We're partnering. Like, we're doing this. I drove home. I called my husband and I said, I'm gonna do something new. Meanwhile, I had a software company. I just started. I mean, there were so many things in my life. He's like, wait, what? I don't know how. I don't know what, but I know we're gonna do something together. We met one more time and started. And that was in November of 2019.
November 2019. Okay, so I love what you said. You just said always stay curious. You weren't open, you weren't expecting this, but you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this right now, guys, just lean in. You don't know what you don't know. And if you don't stay curious, you're going to miss out on a lot of things in life, right? You're going to miss out on a lot. And you started, so I joined this company December 19th of 2019.
One of our first brand partners.
I was like, wait a minute. So I did want to ask a question because I was one of these people. Network marketing was I misunderstood what network marketing was. I was like, I don't do network marketing. I'm not one of those people. How embarrassing it is for me now. Yet I like that I understand that mindset because I didn't understand it. So could you just shed a little bit of light with your amazing words on what would you say to someone who did not understand what network marketing was? Because for me, this beautiful industry, what's changed my life and so many women, that's really not what I thought it was.
Network marketing is what you're doing now anyway. You're just going to get paid for it. And, and all the entrepreneurs out there, if there's anyone like the past Holly, that, oh, I don't do network marketing. I'm like, yeah, you do. You have a gym. Do you have a network? Do you market to your network? Congratulations. You're doing network marketing. Sorry to get leverage though. Maybe you should join the network marketing industry. So anyway, as entrepreneurs, network marketing is nothing more than marketing to your network. Guys, one entrepreneur that doesn't market to their network. Like whether you're a gym owner, a chiropractor, a health coach, a social media coach, what are you doing? You have a network that you market to, and then you continuously build that network to then market to. Like that's it, right? That's what network marketing is. The benefit that I love, and this is why I love this industry. There's many reasons, but I can talk about the heart side, but I want to talk logical for a second here. I love this because you don't have to get a brick and mortar store. You don't have to put the money in. You don't have to have a business idea. You don't have to make a product. You don't have to write up a coaching program. Like I've done those things, right? What you do is you co-create. You link arms hand in hand with a company that you love, that you their core values are important. You love the people that created the company. You can see that they have integrity. You can see that they care about people. Okay, great. And they have products that you enjoy,
Yep.
right? You like products. If you don't like the products, don't represent them. But if you genuinely like the people and you like the products, then why would you try to create it on your own? You're giving yourself a headache. Leverage individuals. That's what network marketing is. You get to leverage a company that does the marketing, that creates the systems, that has the resources, that makes a product, that does the customer service, that ships the product, that handles the returns. Like, we do all of that. And then you as a network marketer, if you were to be in this industry, you get to do the best part, which is connect with people and bring them to the brand. When I meet people that tell me, I love people, I want to make a difference, I'm like, then use that. Don't sit home and create graphics. Don't sit home and build websites. Don't try to like make product. Like, if you want to make a difference in the lives of others and your own life, if you have that desire to serve, if you're like, I'm destined for something, I just don't know what, I would ask you to be curious and look at network marketing, because it is a way for you to create leverage, not only because of who you're partnering with. I keep doing this because it's like the company and the people combined, right? It's a way to leverage experts in different areas and allow you to become the expert in connecting and caring about people. And you build a business that way by marketing to your network, but then also you get leverage. And I'm going to tie into that for a second, because I talked about it earlier. If I walk into a boutique and I buy a pair of leggings that they have from Lululemon, that boutique that I just bought them from got a commission on me one time, and that's it. And for the rest of my life, if I'm like, wow, I really like these leggings, and I continue to buy them from Lululemon, that boutique who introduced me gets nothing else. End of story. But the really cool thing about network marketing is when you have a network that you market to, and you have a customer and you have that relationship, we value and respect that relationship. Okay. We value and we respect that relationship. If a customer comes to you and buys a pair of Savvy leggings from you, for an example, and then 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 days from now, they buy another pair of leggings, you get that commission again. And then a few days go by, they buy something else, you get that commission again. Right. So I think there's just a longevity and a value of relationships. And we don't just say thank you once, we say thank you over and over and over again. It's really a business of gratitude. So yes, it's that SMART model, but also this is where that that SMART of the model and the heart of the model combined, and that leverage, because it really is about gratitude, and that's what it's about. There's a lot of companies. I think like maybe 80% of companies today use affiliate marketing as part of their models, in that whole landscape, and then about 10 to 30% of company sales come from affiliate marketing, right? With us, 100% come from referrals. So when people choose to partner with a company like Savvy, we don't compete with you. We partner with you. Versus if you're referring Nike, they're competing with you because they're doing their own marketing. So I love this industry. As you can tell, I can talk about it forever.
Guys, I'm like, wow, 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 over and over again. I love that you just said SMART plus the heart is what the model is. It's a smart business model, and the heart behind it. Put a 2 in the chat if you like serving others. If you like serving other people, put a 2 in the chat. If you want to learn how to serve more people, this is your way. When I first said no to Savvy, because I was like super busy, I was like, I don't have time. And then my friend of mine, Christy Belliston, says, I can help more people. I'm like, wait, what did you just say? Oh, well, you help one person at a time as a makeup artist, but now you can help thousands. And I'm like, wait a minute, you just said I can help more people? Like, tell me more about that. And that's really what sold me on really diving into what we're doing, because I get to help so many people. I look for women. I usually look for unsettled visionaries, women who have a vision for their life, women who want to do more, but they're unsettled, right? They're like, I want to do more. Where am I going to find it? Unsettled visionaries. I help unsettled visionaries create a vehicle so they can help women who are lost and lonely heal, grow, and pay it forward. I just happen to do it through a great pair of leggings. I just happen to do it with the vehicle of clothing. Guys, we've been playing dress up since we were little girls. You have an opportunity to play dress up, help people have confidence, create a vehicle where you can help people heal. You can literally help them grow. 2 years ago, even a year ago, I would have never been caught dead being live on anything, getting on stage. There's no way. But now this vehicle has helped me grow, and I get to pay it forward to others. So I want to ask you one more question. And what has this done how has this impacted your life? And how have you seen it impact thousands of other lives by saying yes to something you definitely were not looking for, but you were curious?
I love that you asked that question because how has it impacted my life? I'll say I'm in the mode of this is challenging, right?
Mm,
This company's 3 years in. We've done, I mean, gosh, close to $100 million in sales. I mean, this is like we're 3 years in, right? So this company is still getting started. We're also starting a network marketing company during a pandemic, during shipping issues. I mean, during these challenging times, right? While at the same time innovating in a shifting industry and with the affiliate landscape. So I'll be sharing more about that in Tampa on Friday. But anyway, so we're innovating. We're a very innovative company. So it takes a lot. It's had a big impact in my life. It's been hard. I would just say it's been hard on my family, like my kids. Like I have a 13-year-old and a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. But the reason I'm transparent and I say that, I mean, I was on a flight. Anyway, I left Monday. I mean, I was on a flight to go to LA. I got there at 2 a.m. and then 6 a.m. I woke up this morning to fly to Tampa. It's a sacrifice. And right now, I would say I'm in that hard phase. But the reason I share that transparently, and I'm not talking like, oh, it's rainbows and butterflies, my life is amazingly impacted, is because you have to be willing to do what it takes to create what you want to create, right? And do what others are not going to do, to have what others are not going to have, and to give
I can
others
say that.
what they're not going to, how they're not going to serve. I chose to leave behind what I had to be here because I knew it can make an impact on millions of lives of women around the globe. I knew that, and it's not just because of the business model. It's because of these conversations we're having right now. It's reminding people who they are, allowing them to show up stronger. In Savvy, a big thing about this company is our community. Okay, this is not just about, hey, make some money. I wrote a community promise. There are 6 points to that community promise. And the reason I wrote that is because in order for us to be a group and co-create and create a company together, because I don't do this alone. This is not mine, right? I do this with the brand partners and my whole entire team at HQ. The only way we can do this as a community and as a group, and groups sometimes you're always as strong as the lowest thought,
Yeah.
right? So how do we succeed? We have to rise everyone else up. And how do we do that? We have to live by community promise and some parameters to how we navigate with gratitude, with responsibility, with service, right? With accountability, building each other up, don't breaking them down. I mean, this our community promise is Savvy is how I raise my kids. It's how I strive to be every day. So to me, the impact that it's had in my life is tremendous right now. And I don't look at the now to determine my vision or change my vision. I have a vision of what we're doing, and I'm in the middle of creating it, and it's a big vision. So there's going to be bigger barriers, right? I've had visions before that I've executed on successfully, but the vision was smaller, the barriers were smaller, the win was smaller. There's a big win here. There's going to be big barriers here. But there's a really big vision here. The big win is going to be thousands of lives impacted around the globe, hundreds of thousands of lives impacted around the globe. The barriers are going to be big, and I realize that, and I'm in it right now. So when you start something new, there's going to be challenges. That's okay. A problem is nothing more than something to solve, so you solve it, and that's it. So there's challenges, there's problems. We look at them, we solve them. But the thing is, while I say the impact has had many challenges, I find joy in those challenges, right? And I find the excitement in those challenges and the ability to be able to actually handle them to create something for others. We have thousands of brand partners in this company. And when I see them laughing and having fun and being casual and sharing the product, and I see their joy, then I know that all my hard work is worth it because they're having more fulfillment in their life. So, how has it impacted the lives of others? I don't know, Holly. Maybe you can speak better to that.
I mean, it's all you have to do is take one look at our community page and you see the impact it's made on others. Have one conversation with one brand partner and you go, oh my gosh, huge changes. Come to the Tampa event. If you really
Yes,
want to see,
you better. I want to meet you.
come and see, because you can't really put it into words. You can't put this type of impact always into words, but you can feel it. You can see it. I mean, how many times has tears just rolled down my face saying, I get to put my kids to bed. You can't put words on that. That is
Yeah.
impact, right? So I love everything that you said. I could listen to you all night long. I know you're exhausted. This woman has been crazy. And she said, yes, I will get on this call because she wants to help people make that shift, because that
Yes.
shift could very well not change you, but generations and everyone around you.
Yes.
Everyone around you.
Follow your heart. Stay curious. Follow. stay curious. Never say no. Just stay curious. You may think, I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do anything new. But just stay curious, because you never know where it's going to go. Maybe you start a new business. Maybe you meet a new best friend. Maybe you, like, who knows what's going to happen? Maybe you make a big impact in somebody else's life, but yours remains the same. So what? Just always be curious, and follow your heart. And life goes by. Life goes by quick, and then you wake up one day and you're like, I wish I XYZ. I wish I whatever it is. So I think that we shouldn't have regrets. Life's in you right now. Life is in you today. You make your tomorrows. So just be curious and keep forging forward towards whatever it is. And you're not too young. You're not too old. Like, none of those things matter. You are who you are now. So take that in your heart, and just be curious and create.
You nailed it. I want to make a shirt like that. Be curious and create. Always be curious. So, Jen, I'm super grateful that you did this. I know you're exhausted. Guys, if you're curious about what we're talking about, reach out to the person that either sent you this video, tagged you in this video. If you're on my page and you're going, okay, Holly, give me the deets, just be curious and be open. I'll connect you with a brand. I'll connect you with our community. I will let you see our community promise. And I just know that if you're open, this very well could completely change your life. So I want everyone to say thank you, Jen, for tuning in. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is, guys, just remember, today is the day that you can make shift happen. So go out into the world, make shift happen. Come join us on, what's today? Wednesday. Come join us on Friday, and let's change lives together. So say bye. Thank you, Jen. I'll see you in a couple days.
Bye.
Bye, guys.